All right, folks, let's talk about those moments in sports that make you cringe, laugh, and maybe even feel a little bit bad for the athletes involved. We're talking about epic fails, the kind that get replayed over and over again, becoming the stuff of legend. From botched plays to embarrassing falls, these incidents remind us that even the pros are human, and sometimes they screw up in spectacular fashion. So buckle up because we're about to take a hilarious and cringeworthy journey through some of the most unforgettable sports fails ever caught on camera. Let's do this. We've all had our fair share of embarrassing moments, but few can compare to the infamous butt fumble by Mark Sanchez. It was Thanksgiving night, 2012. The New York Jets were playing their arch rivals, the New England Patriots, on national television. The stakes were high, the tension was palpable, and then disaster struck. Sanchez, the Jets quarterback, took the snap and dropped back to pass. But before he could even survey the field, he ran headfirst into the backside of his own lineman. The ball popped loose, the Patriots recovered, and the rest, as they say, is history. The butt fumble instantly became a viral sensation, a symbol of all that was wrong with the Jets at the time. And poor Sanchez, he became the butt of every joke, but hey, you got to give the guy credit for owning it. In baseball, they say the key is to keep your eye on the ball. Sounds simple enough, right? It's a fundamental piece of advice given to players at every level of the game. Well, tell that to Jose Canseco, the former MLB slugger who had a bit of a mishap in the outfield back in 1993. This incident has since become one of the most memorable bloopers in baseball history. Canseco was playing for the Texas Rangers at the time, and they were facing the Cleveland Indians. It was just another game, or so everyone thought. As fate would have it, Carlos Baerga, the Indians' batter, launched a deep fly ball to right field. The ball soared high and far, heading straight towards Canseco. Canseco tracked the ball, camped under it, and then, well, it hit him square in the head. It was a moment that defied all expectations. The ball bounced off Canseco's noggin and over the fence for a home run. Yes, you heard that right, a home run off his head. The crowd erupted in laughter. The announcers couldn't contain their amusement, and Canseco, he was left in disbelief. Well, he just stood there, stunned and probably a little concussed. It was a moment that would be replayed countless times. It was a moment of pure slapstick comedy, a reminder that even the most routine plays can go hilariously wrong. This incident remains a classic example of how unpredictable and entertaining sports can be. Remember that time a baseball player tripped over a base and became an instant meme? It was one of those moments that you just couldn't believe actually happened. No? Well, let me introduce you to the legend of Jonathan Villar and his infamous base-running blunder. This incident is etched in the annals of baseball history for its sheer hilarity. It was a sunny afternoon in 2019, and Villar, then playing for the Baltimore Orioles, was on first base. The crowd was buzzing with excitement, anticipating the next play. The batter hit a grounder to the right side, and Villar took off for second, hoping to break up a double play. His speed was impressive, and it looked like he might just make it. He slid headfirst into the bag, safe, or so he thought. The crowd erupted in cheers, thinking he had made it. In his haste to avoid the tag, Villar's hand came off the bag just as the umpire was calling him safe. It was a split-second mistake that changed everything. He tried to scramble back, but it was too late. The opposing team was quick to react, and Villar found himself in a precarious position. He tripped over the base, his legs flailing in the air like a cartoon character. It was a sight to behold, almost as if it were scripted for a comedy show. The image of Villar's tumble quickly went viral, becoming a meme that perfectly captured the feeling of tripping over your own 2 feet. It was shared across social media platforms, bringing laughter to millions. Section 5. The Agony of Defeat Gymnastics Edition. Gymnastics is all about grace, precision, and defying gravity, but sometimes gravity wins. Just ask Michaela Maroney, the Olympic gymnast who became an internet sensation for all the wrong reasons. It was the 2012 London Olympics, and Maroney was competing in the vault finals. She had already helped the US team win gold in the team competition, and she was favored to win an individual medal as well. She launched herself into the air, performing a near-flawless Amina vault. But then, on the landing, disaster struck. Maroney's feet slipped out from under her and she landed on her backside. Despite the fall, Maroney still managed to win a silver medal, but it was her not impressed face that stole the show, becoming one of the most memorable memes of the 2012 Olympics. Section 6, the high five fail for the ages. The high five, a universal symbol of celebration, camaraderie, and utter humiliation. Okay, maybe not always, but in the case of Kansas City Royals infielder Eric Hosmer, it definitely felt that way. It was 2015, and the Royals were on their way to winning the World Series. In a game against the Detroit Tigers, Hosmer hit a go-ahead home run, sending the crowd into a frenzy. As he rounded third base, he went to high-five his teammate, third base coach Mike Joshelle, but Joshelle, perhaps caught up in the excitement of the moment, completely missed Hosmer's hand. Hosmer's arm hung awkwardly in the air, a symbol of unrequited celebration. The cameras caught the whole thing, of course, and the internet had a field day. But hey, at least Hosmer got to celebrate a home run. Section 7, the diving debacle that made a splash. Diving is a sport that requires incredible athleticism, grace, and a complete lack of fear of heights. But even the most experienced divers can have their off days. Just ask German diver Stefan Feck, whose belly flop at the 2012 London Olympics became the stuff of legend. Feck was competing in the men's 3-meter springboard event, and he was hoping to make a splash, just not in the way he did. He launched himself off the board, performing a series of twists and turns. But as he came in for the landing, something went terribly wrong. Instead of slicing through the water with barely a ripple, Feck landed flat on his stomach, creating a massive splash. The belly flop was replayed countless times, becoming one of the most memorable moments of the 2012 Olympics. Section 8, the inexplicable own goal. In soccer, scoring an own goal is the ultimate nightmare. It's a moment of pure self-sabotage, a gift to the opposing team that no one wants to give. And yet it happens. Just ask Chris Brass, the former English footballer whose own goal is the stuff of legend. It was 2006, and Brass was playing for Bury in a match against Darlington. As a defender, his job was to protect his own goal at all costs. But on this fateful day, he seemed to forget which way he was facing. As a cross came into the box, Brass attempted to clear the ball with his right foot, but instead of booting it to safety, he somehow managed to slice it past his own goalkeeper and into the back of the net. Section 9, the basketball blooper reel. Basketball is a game of skill, athleticism, and occasionally pure clumsiness. It's a sport where precision and agility are key, but even the best players can have their off moments. From air balls to missed dunks, the sport has provided us with countless moments of unintentional comedy. These moments remind us that even professional athletes are human and prone to mistakes. But few can compare to the time JaVale McGee, former NBA center, had a series of blunders so epic that they became their own blooper reel. His mishaps are legendary in the world of basketball. McGee, known for his athleticism and, shall we say, unconventional style of play, had a knack for finding himself in compromising positions on the court. His unique approach often led to some unforgettable moments. There was the time he tried to dunk the ball with his elbow, a move that left everyone scratching their heads. The time he ran the wrong way down the court, causing confusion and laughter from both teams. And the time he got his own rebound and immediately threw the ball out of bounds, a moment that left fans in disbelief. These blunders earned McGee a permanent spot on Shaquille O'Neal's Shaq'd in a Fool segment, a hilarious compilation of NBA's most embarrassing moments. His appearances on the show became fan favorites. But to his credit, McGee took it all in stride. He embraced the humor and continued to play with passion and determination, proving that even the most memorable mistakes can be part of a great career. Section 10, the tennis tantrum that backfired. Tennis is a game of mental toughness where even a momentary lapse in focus can cost you the match. But sometimes it's not the pressure that gets to players, it's their own tempers. Just ask Mikhail Yuzhny, the Russian tennis player whose on-court meltdown became the stuff of legend. It was 2008, and Yuzhny was playing in the Miami Masters. During a match against Nicolas Almagro, Yuzhny hit a routine backhand into the net. Frustrated with himself, he smashed his racket against his own forehead, drawing blood. The crowd gasped, The umpire rushed to his aid, and Yuzhny? Well, he just stood there, blood streaming down his face. He received medical attention, returned to the court with a bandage on his head, and somehow managed to win the match. Section 11. Legends are made of these moments. There you have it, folks, a glimpse into the world of epic sports fails. From butt fumbles to belly flops, these moments have provided us with endless entertainment, reminding us that even the pros are human. They make mistakes, they have bad days, and sometimes they just plain screw up. But here's the thing about these fails. They're also what makes sports so great. They provide us with moments of unscripted comedy, they teach us to laugh at ourselves, and they remind us that it's okay to fail as long as you can get back up and keep trying. So the next time you see an athlete have a major meltdown on live TV, don't be too quick to judge. Instead, laugh along with them because chances are they'll be laughing about it themselves someday. Peace out.